trying to act like I don't care at all, but I'm irritated. I'm gonna get so many tweets right now. That's gonna be in every comment section. I'm gonna see it on Reddit. I'm gonna see it everywhere. How do you get past that?
I think there's two things to keep in mind. First of all, it's normal to judge yourself based on what people around you say, right? That's probably, you need that for like a healthy society. People should be worried about what each other thinks, because otherwise you just get a bunch of people running off into the forest doing nothing, and, you know, society falls apart. The first thing is to accept that, like, yeah, when people think shitty things about me, it kind of bothers me. The second thing is a lot harder, not to get into like all the red pill shit, but it's one of the reasons why I'm critical of a lot of those thoughts. When you're constantly looking outside of yourself for validation, you don't develop a lot of internal validation. And when you don't have that internal validation, other people's negative thoughts of you will tear you down really hard. When you are being really honest, what you're really doing is you're being more vulnerable, because honesty means you're showing people more of yourself, essentially, right? You're not playing a character, you're really showing people what's inside of you. When you do that, two things happen. One,
Fresh and Fit said you back down on the debate. I don't know anything about these people. I've never communicated with the Fresh and Fit people. I said I'm down to debate them, but they've kind of fallen off.
What? We just had 23,000 lives. We're touching fucking Hasanabi's numbers. What are you talking about?
I like how Hasan's honest about it.
Bro, this shit is lame, chat, that you can sit in here. No, I don't even know who you are, bro.
But they're falling. They're falling off. That's why I'm not going to debate
You're
them.
reacting to my fucking face. Talk to me instead. Yeah. We're both live.
I feel like that would really open up his eyes a little bit more. I think he would be like a way. I think he'd be like a happier person. The Fed, yeah, Fresh and Fed.
Fresh and Fed.
I really do wish I debated them when they were popping off, though. Maybe. We'll see.
What is Hasan talking about?
But I have said that I'm willing to debate them. I'm not going to fucking fly to Florida and be around them, though. Like, why the fuck would I do that?
Then just talk on Discord. Oh, my lord, bro.
These guys are pulling almost like 20 million views a month.
Over 2015 content? Yeah.
I wonder what Hasan is doing a month. He's doing about 20 million. Oh, just recently, too. That's so wild.
Tweet, but I think you'll really like it. You don't hate to promote your own tweet. Andrew Tate
such a
fans,
baby.
I got that dog in me. The dog. I don't want to watch this today. I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it tomorrow, because I am going to end the broadcast now.
Pussy!
And it's already 8.
True.
Coming near my bedtime.
Pussy!
But I'll watch this tomorrow, and we'll figure it out. All right, but that cucking video was crazy. Holy shit. That was definitely wild.
If you want to do a character study, if you want to go psychoanalyze me, why don't you just talk? We don't have to debate. I know you're scared to debate. Let's have a conversation. Talk. What's up?
So you trying to debate him?
Yeah. Tell him right now while he's still alive. You got his number?
He's not gonna do it, dude.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Oh man, he's trying so hard.
But he's getting off.
What?
He's getting off.
So why are you calling me?
Wait, didn't he call?
I was just gonna tell you that, but then he said that. That's the reason I was. That was before he said that.
Hey, he's still on right now. Just call him up real quick. Call him up real quick.
Did Abba offer to talk to
I'm gonna get Desi on right now.
Hasan after he was talking shit?
In which case, you are transphobic. That's it.
Damn.
That's the take.
Got it. Okay. Well, you got me. Yeah.
The OG Wasanabe.
That's okay. That's kind of an insult. Wait.
Let me call him real quick.
Yeah. Why the f are you calling me on the phone? Yeah. Yeah. If you want to, go for it. I'm always on Discord. I'm on Discord more.
Is he live right now, chat? Super whack though. You can put Wasanabe in the chat for that, for fucking dodging and ending stream when I say let's talk. People like that need to do research before they have a conversation.
Well, I'm so confused.
What's good, Destiny?
Hi, what's up, buddy?
What's up? How was Dungeons and Dragons?
It was great. We were slaying dragons, leveling up, getting experience, role playing.
That's very. I love that.
All the best thing in the world. I was straight until I started playing D&D, and you know that's what changed me. I started masking up, and you know all sorts of shit. Just fucked with my mind.
So what you said? He's not gonna get him. Did he know that I was live streaming? That's why he decided to just end the stream just now.
He definitely knew you were streaming. I don't know. That's why he ended the stream. It might have been his normal stream time. But he's like,
he loaded up that other video and then turned it off.
there's gonna be like mods and shit that are telling him like what's going on and stuff. Like that's always gonna be happening. But the way that he kind of orients is that like if he doesn't have like some huge like clout thing to gain, he's never gonna ever fuck with you. So if you can find somebody on your stream that's like really 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 big, he might fuck with you. But if he doesn't think there's something to gain, he'll never do it.
It's not even about fucking with me. I'm not looking for the clout. I'm tired of him getting on stream calling me an incel and then not being able to talk. Like
yeah, he does this to everybody. That's like his MO.
You're liberal, but still like you're able to have open conversation and it's very entertaining for people. Adam22 was just on. He was talking about you for mad long, saying that he's been listening to all the debates.
Yeah, the part of the reasons why I had to leave that like lefty community is because all of them kind of have like they make these like reasons why they won't talk to people, but in reality, it all comes down to clout. So like for instance, like Vosh will say like, oh, like we can't talk to harmful figures on the right because it's bad platforming. But if they're more popular than me, I can because I can take their audience, right? So they always have like an excuse for why if they can get clout, they'll talk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Vosh. Is he the most liberal out of all of them?
Imagine if like, do you ever play a game called Metal Gear Solid or no?
No, the Super Smash Bros. Version, yeah.
Okay, never mind. Imagine if you could like take a clone of me and Hasan, but combine like the worst traits of both of us and make a bastard child. That would be Vosh.
The precursors to genocide, what leads to it? That's a broadly recognized thing, not just some crazy lefty thing.
Broadly recognized thing? What do you mean, bro? You really think that we're hit broadly? It's been recognized that the United States is quickly on track to do a genocide? Dude, you're actually unhinged.
Based thing. The issue with liberals right now is they don't understand the stakes, you know? Liberals.
The funniest thing is what's going to happen. I'm stealing this partially from the guy that just donated me in YouTube chat. What's going to happen when Vosh has been saying Republicans want to genocide minorities, Republicans want to genocide minorities, Republicans want to genocide minorities, and then the next election cycle rolls around and it's like Republicans with historic gains in minority communities end up winning the House and Senate. Republicans with continuing trends of historic gains among minority communities, especially Hispanics, sweep the House. Like, how do you square away what Vosh is saying now with voting? But maybe they're all just stupid. Like black people were too stupid to vote for Bernie, is what they would say. Maybe, yeah, low information voters.
Would be treating Republicans as what they actually are: evil and immediately threatening.
You gave the example. One of your arguments against the biological definition of woman was that we didn't know about chromosomes many years ago. Well, first of all, I don't think biological sex is defined in terms of chromosomes. But let's just use the example of water. Maybe we could agree that water is H2O. That was true even before we knew about chemistry.
Oh, no.
That was the definition of water before anybody knew anything about chemistry, before we knew about H2O. Back when Aristotle thought water was just an element. Nevertheless, it was H2O. True. I'm sorry?
This isn't true.
That water has not always been H2O?
Yeah, all you have to do is cross the Mexican border. And over there, it's aqua. That's H2O, not water.
Aqua means water. Aqua is water.
It's a different term.
Actually, it's
oh, no! Right? This guy has to be like, what the fuck did I agree to? Oh, shit, dude. It's too much.
We're referring to terms and definitions here.
No, I'm referring to water, the stuff that fills lakes and rivers.
He's referring to the thing itself. He's not... Oh, fuck. I wish I knew... I feel like I have so many problems with philosophy and everybody says, oh, Wittgenstein talks about this. Maybe one day I'll read his book. I never will. Or any of his books. F that loser. Okay? But there's a difference between a thing and like a reference to a thing. Ram might know the distinction here. But like, there's a difference between the thing that is water and then like the word, the reference to water. And the philosopher here, a use mention distinction might be. The philosopher guy here is talking about the thing itself. That's why he says H2O, not the label of the thing, not the reference to the thing. Like if I show you this and I ask you, what is this? Do you know what this is? And you guys say a phone, I would say, no, you dumb fuck. It's a pixel on your computer screen. How stupid are you? And you'd be like, well, yeah, obviously. Or if I show you like a map, someone in chat said a map. If I show you a map and I go, what is this? You're like, oh, that's America. No, it's a fucking map, you dipshit. What do you mean it's America? If I show you a map of America, well, you're like, well, yeah, but it's referring to the thing of America, obviously, right? It's like, no, it's a map. Like this is like a mentally I don't even know what you would say for like a person that can't understand the difference between these two things. So he's like a super far left person, but he's not very funny. He's not very smart. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That shit is very annoying about the left, that they will do very predictable stuff to try to emasculate you, and they'll go at your character rather than the argument because they're not very good at arguing and they can't have debates. That's why I don't think you're a real liberal, because you're actually capable of having a conversation without being prepared. Bro, yesterday I react to the L3 debate with Steven Crowder. That dude was so pussy, he brought on another guy to talk, and he called it a debate in the title.
Oh, well, yeah, and the funny thing is that, do you know who Two Mad is?
Yeah, of course. Two Mad, same shit. Lots of not abducted.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Hasan thought that Two Mad had me waiting in the background. So Hasan didn't want to talk to him because he was too paranoid for it. Because Two Mad and I have fucked around like joking about that before.
Get on the stream. You've been begging to be on the stream. Pull up. It's weird that all of a sudden he's not. You don't want to come on the stream?
And you say, tell me to come on the stream. Doesn't let me on. Doesn't let me on.
Bruh.
I'm in his Discord. I invited him to my Discord. I'm sitting here waiting for the shit to happen. You're begging me to come on your stream. You're beating ass.
You're being straight up delusional at the moment.
Calls me delusional. I'm delusional. You fucking idiot. You're calling me psychotic for just pointing out what you're doing.
My clout extends to you, Too Mad. If you have a good point of view, don't try to fucking hide behind. Don't try to hide behind other people. You pathetic little coward.
I'm sitting here like, where the fuck are you at? He tells me to come on the stream and then he watches MasterChef.
Right ingredients, the right pair.
Oh, he's just straight up trying to get fucking Destiny on here. Yeah, he can suck my dick.
This thing will not touch Destiny. He's scared of Destiny. Destiny, little dude, 5 foot. No, I wouldn't even touch him. Won't talk to actual epidemiologists, no experts. Not even Too Mad.
You think if I stop right now to go fucking debate on memes that were popping 3 hours ago with Too Mad, you think these people are gonna be happy?
Ooh, you pussy. You pussy. Oh my god, he's putting me in the same spot as Destiny. He's like, oh my god, I'm scared. He's so good at making like the most bitch-made, scared ass sound cool.
Memes that were popping 3 hours ago.
It's not memes. He calls it memes because it gives him an out. I'm not giving you an out. I came for your head.
Should I debate Too Mad instead of watching MasterChef?
Yes, you should. I'm Too Mad. I'm literally retarded. He's less retarded than you. And he's banning people in his chat at mass.
Yeah, and he was like, it's the funniest thing ever, like Steven Crowder got owned or whatever. But Hasan would not talk to Too Mad about what they were tweeting about because he was so fucking scared that Too Mad was going to drag me in or some shit. But yeah, so it's fine. It's like at the end of the day, like
your people are slimy, man.
Yeah, no shit, they are.
Liberals are slimy.
That's not even the slummiest part. The funniest part is that these guys are all like open discourse and debate until they get famous, and then as soon as they get famous, they're like, fuck off. Like the only reason, like one of the big reasons why people like Hasan and Vosh got big is because I was willing to platform them. Because like I like to platform everybody. I'll argue with anybody. But as soon as they start to, and when they're smaller, you know, they're like, oh yeah, we should debate everybody. It's really important, open discourse. But as soon as they get a little bit of clout,
We're completely done engaging with Destiny. This isn't some like pithy back and forth. I've said that before, but we're committing to it this time. In fact, I'm committing to it so hard that from now on, discussion of Destiny is banned both in the Reddit and in the Discord, which should significantly improve the quality of both of those social spaces, by the way. I'm sure that he and his community will throw a fit about this being some sort of cowardice or whatever, but man.
now if you don't have the same viewership as them or whatever, they don't want to fuck with you.
He was just saying that about on Fresh and Fit, saying that I'm not ducking Fresh and Fit. I just have more clout than them. But when we were on Fresh and Fit, it was 23,000 live. He had 26,000 live. Mm-hmm. That's the same.
Yeah.
How are you going to try to say that they fell off when they're reaching like the viewers that you have right now?
Yeah, and they've only been streaming for like a year and a half, you know?
It's annoying when it doesn't become a world of free speech and it's just about who has more clout. Like the reason I got into this is to seek truth. The reason that I'm there talking on a podcast about insecurities is to be open and honest and have open dialogue. Mm-hmm. And people are too afraid to have that nowadays. I took an L on a podcast specifically for that reason. But that's all they're gonna have. Bro, man, I should have done that, bro.
You should have done what?
Now, actually, no, I don't regret it. I mean, talking about it on a podcast. I remember telling Myron about that, how I went to the swinger party, did the couples. It's like, oh, don't talk about that. I'm like, I already did. It's too late.
Oh, because people do the cuck thing about your girlfriend or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Who cares? I guess that's easy for me to say, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah. How do you get over that? Because that shit, like low-key right now, I'm trying to act like I don't care at all, but I'm irritated. I'm irritated that people are I'm gonna get so many tweets right now. That's gonna be in every comment section. I'm gonna see it on Reddit. I'm gonna see it everywhere. How do you get past that?
I think there's two things to keep in mind. I think the first thing is that, first of all, it's normal to judge yourself based on what people around you say, right? That's probably, you need that for like a healthy society. People should be worried about what each other thinks, because otherwise you just get a bunch of people running off into the forest doing nothing, and, you know, society falls apart. So the first thing is to accept that, like, yeah, when people think shitty things about me, it kind of bothers me. The second thing is a lot harder, but if you spend, and this is kind of, not to get into like all the red pill shit, but it's one of the reasons why I'm critical of a lot of those thoughts. When you're constantly looking outside of yourself for validation, you don't develop a lot of internal validation. And when you don't have that internal validation, other people's negative thoughts of you will tear you down really hard. So like, I can joke about like my relationships or being a cock or Melina or whatever, because when I think about how I feel about my relationship, the only person's opinion that matters is mine and Melina's. Those are the only two people I'm worried about. As long as I'm happy in my relationship and she's happy, then I'm chill. People on the outside will project. What? Yeah, go ahead.
At the time when I was in that relationship, it was completely, that relationship ended a long time ago. I'm not with, it's been and I felt comfortable enough to talk about it because it didn't threaten my relationship. What were you saying? My bad for interrupting.
Well, I was no, you're good. I mean, like, but like, just thinking about it like that, instead of trying to be okay with everything, you're trying to make it so other people shouldn't care about it, right? But the reality is that you're the one that has to not care about it, because the more you try to like push people away, well, it was a long time ago. It's like, well, once a cook, always a cook. You know, like, people always say shit like that. But at the end of the day, like,
if it irritates you, they're gonna latch onto it more. So you just have to not care about the insults that people have.
Yeah, which is really hard to do. That's like an inhuman thing to do. Like a normal human being isn't built for the level of direct negative engagement you get from online shit. That's just, yeah. But any online content creator will tell you that. It's insane.
Why do you think that people come at my character a lot for that, but someone like Patrice O'Neal, who's done the same thing and talked about it very publicly and in detail and was like my inspiration for going to a swinger party, why does his character not get defamed for that?
I don't know enough about him to know like that situation or why he does or doesn't. I'd have to know more about him. I can't say. Why did he take his girl to a swinger party or some shit?
Yeah, he took his girl to a swinger party because he wanted to have an open relationship and he wanted to be fair on both sides. Same reason. I wanted to fuck with the bitches, so I went to a swinger party. It's like, okay, let's do a couple swap. Because if I could do this thing and go step out of the crib and do my own thing, then I should be able to supervise it. And I don't want you to go out and do it off on your own. I want to see it if it's going to happen. Saw it and I hated it. And now I hear this other red pill stuff. It's like, oh, okay, an open relationship should not even be possible for a girl. I should be able to do what I want, and the girl should not be able to do it at all. But I thought that I was strengthening my jealousy and ego by witnessing it, but it didn't. I was like, oh,
Sure.
Patrice didn't care at all. Patrice just said like, yeah, it's just sex.
Yeah, I mean, some people do, some people don't. Like the most common stories you hear this for are threesomes. It'll be a guy and a girl, and they're like, we want to bring a third person in and have sex, and it'll be fun. Usually it's female, female, male. But oftentimes you'll hear them, they'll talk about it beforehand. They're both cool. They're both excited. They're fantasizing about it. And then as soon as it starts happening, somebody sees it and their mind gets fucked. Because it's hard to tell but before you're actually in a situation, like how you're going to emotionally respond to it, you know? But I mean, like, some things you just have to experience.
A male, female is a train. That's not a threesome.
You can call it what you want, but I'm saying, like, from the woman's side or the man's side, like, you don't often know how you're going to respond to a situation until you're in it. That's just like part of life, right? Like, it just happens. Like, you can think you're ready for something, and then as soon as you're in it, you know, your mind can get fucked for whatever reason.
Has that happened to you?
No, but I think I'm probably a little colder than most, so it's a little different on my end. But I think it has happened with most people. Or you can read a lot of stories. Like I said, the threesome thing is the most common, where people go to try something and then once they're in it, they're like, holy shit, like, this is like mind fucking me really hard.
What have you noticed about like your experience on the internet? Do you think that people appreciate honesty, or do they use information against you?
I think this is always what you have to consider when you're doing online stuff. I'm going to be a little gay for a second, okay? When you are being really honest, okay, what you're really doing is you're being more vulnerable, because honesty means you're showing people more of yourself, essentially, right? You're not playing a character. You're really showing people what's inside of you. When you do that, two things happen. One, the people that like you have more to respect and more to like because they're getting to know you more. But the people that hate you have more to hate and more to attack you with because they're getting to get more access to stuff they can hate you with, right? So every time you open up more or you're more honest, you're inviting people to like you and hate you more. That's just, yeah, that's just part of what it is, you know?
Have you always been really cold, or has it developed from streaming for so many years?
I always have been, but it's like a thing since childhood or whatever. Like that's just it. Just, but I'm not like the norm for anything. That's why, like, even though I live the lifestyle I do and I say the things I say, like I always tell people, like I don't recommend any part of my lifestyle for anybody because I'm way off the norm for a lot of the kind of like emotional processing on stuff.
Someone donut said Destiny doesn't care what other people, even his wife, thinks. So this is very different from him. For him, but I do think you care. You always talk about chemistry and the emotional connection.
Yeah, I care. I absolutely care about what my wife thinks, right? But like when I say that, like I don't care about what other people think, to some extent that's not true. If I didn't care, why would I say anything online ever? When I say I don't care about what other people think, what I mean is that I have a core idea of who I am and how I view myself, and other people's negative criticisms of me don't change that understanding of myself. Yeah. But like if a bunch of people see me and they're like, oh, you're really mean to this person, then I might be like, okay, maybe I should be less mean to this person. But a bunch of people see me and they're like, oh, you're a dumb fuck. I know I'm not a dumb fuck. Like that's not gonna bother me. It's not gonna change that like core vision I have of myself, right?
Someone said Vosh is live right now. He wants to talk to you.
Anytime people say that, always get a clip because
they're usually donating and faking.
Yeah. Sometimes people do. Yeah,
sure.
So here's something I'm curious actually, because you've been streaming for a long time.
No, I haven't.
Or hold on, I'm sorry. You've been doing online content for a long time, right?
Yeah.
What is it like for you to grow and change as a person when at 14 you're already getting so much feedback online telling you that like you're doing a good job, you've got a good mind, you're doing cool stuff? Like are you ever worried that you'll fall into the trap? And I'm not talking about Red Pill shit, I'm just saying in general that like when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, you're gonna get stuck thinking something forever just because people are like reinforcing it at like an early age.
No, I've always trusted and challenged myself to put my thoughts and ideas online, to pressure myself to grow and change in front of people, and to stay true to my character. Because I feel like if I wasn't honest, I would have got exposed right now. I think I like the pressure of having to be myself publicly, because it makes me hold myself accountable right now. Like right now, I had Adam 22 on, and he was talking about how Bill Clinton pardoned his dad, and he has all these like demon tattoos, and he's like repping this stuff. That shit made me a little uncomfortable. And then I have Lasanabi talking about like the swinger party story, and that shit's making me uncomfortable. But
Hasan was bringing that up?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh damn, I didn't know he was. That's kind of weird.
What do you thought I was talking about?
Or I just thought random people on the internet were bringing it up. I don't know who Hasan was, but okay.
No, random people have been bringing up, and that's why I was just trying to get him on stream, bro. He just reacted to it. Wait, why did you DM me?
I was watching you react to him, but I'd like just clicked on the stream, and then I saw he was dodging, and I saw you trying to get him on.
He was reacting to the swinger party story.
Gotcha. I didn't see the first part of that.
Now. Okay. He was reacting to that and calling me a cuck and saying this stuff, so I just wanted to talk to him.
Gotcha. But you know that he like, I'm not shitting on him for this because I don't think there's a problem with it, but you know he was dating a porn star before that, right? Like Janice Griffin. So it's kind of so it's kind of weird for him to
call me a cuck.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a cuck. But I don't think that swinging makes you a cuck. But yeah, I don't know. There's a kind of a weird attack from him, but whatever.
Yeah, so his girlfriend was getting fucked on camera, but you're calling me a cuck because I went to a swinger party?
Yeah, sure, but with your mentality, it sounds like what you're trying to do is call everybody a cuck, whereas I'm saying
I'm not trying to call him a cuck. I'm not trying to call a cuck. I'm trying to point out the hypocrisy in it.
Yeah. Hypocritically, I would say, yeah, that's true.
I never even called you a cuck.
Sure, yeah, that's cool. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're not a cuck, Destiny.
Thanks, wow.
I'm not a cuck. Lasanabi's not a cuck. Nobody's a cuck.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
Well, good ammo for when that debate does happen.
With Hasan?
With Lasan.
Did you ever see his debate with... Do you know who Christian Walker is?
No.
Oh, shit. Some, like, TikToker conservative dude. But that was pretty funny. Holy shit.
Why do you get wrong with a TikToker but not a streamer?
Because Christian Walker was, I think, he was, like, pretty popular. I think he was, like, blowing up.
So it's all about clout.
Yes, 100%. For Hasan, he could, like, 2 twin girls or women could go up to him, like 22 years old, tens, hottest fucking women in the world, and offer to give him a fucking double blowjob, no strings attached. And his first question would be like, how many followers do you have on Instagram? And he would walk away if they weren't fucking like famous. That's how like clout wired that dude's brain is. He's on another. I almost impressed by like the level of clout seeking that guy's head is on.
Is it the nepotism? How do you think he got to that point?
I mean, career-wise, has benefited him, right? Like he's always like looking to kind of like climb up and step up. That's just the kind of person he is. But I mean, he's done really well doing it. I mean, I was like one of the rungs, and he kept going. So yeah, he's doing a good job. He had fucking like AOC on his stream, right? Like playing Among Us and shit. So
Scott Aragon donated 20, said, Destiny, you seem very much bothered with an FNF during the show with what they were saying. Would you go back, and what were your trigger points? Yeah, you would go back, and they want you back too. You know, the Fresh and Fit fans actually really enjoyed, they really like you.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't bothered at all. I mean, the chat was pretty insane. You saw it on the screen.
Yeah, I think the super chats get a little bit too disrespectful. But I was reading the subreddit, and they really fucked with you. They like the...
No, yeah, the subreddit, the YouTube comments. Yeah.
We get an echo chamber because I agree with Myron on pretty much everything. So a lot of time I'm just there talking like, yeah. I'm kind of like the MC or a hype man. I can see how that can get boring. But having you back and forth on it makes for a really good stream. Especially, I noticed with Nick Fuentes yesterday, like when you guys are going back and forth and you're talking really autistic and fast, it's like, whoa, these like high IQ. I'm like, whoa, bro, I gotta read more. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is some high IQ shit. And then, yeah, your low IQ statement. I'm like, damn. Fuck, I need to be more autistic.
I mean, it's just different life skills, right? Also, keep in mind that like I've been doing this for like fucking 7 years or some shit now, right?
But you didn't answer the question though. What triggered you on FNF, and would you go back?
I don't think anything triggered me. If I was gonna get triggered by like chat or donors or something, I would be already like fucked as a streamer. So
yeah, I don't think you were triggered.
Yeah, no. If anything triggered me, it was the fucking girls. But damn. What?
The girls triggered you, but not all the red pill statements? That kind of goes against
I'm
the
just saying that just all the... Dude, those Zans 1 and Zans 2 next to you were... It was a lot, but...
You remind me of that frog, the normies ree! You probably had internal, like, when they could have named 3 countries.
Okay, it wasn't normies. These girls are not normies, okay? These girls are something different, all right? These girls are from another dimension, all right? These are not normal... Not to shit on them. Now I feel mean like I'm shitting on them, but...
Aw, you just call them Zam 1 and Zam 2.
Well, you called them that. I was just... So you knew who I was referring to, okay?
But you go back on?
Yeah, of course. It's way more entertaining talking to people who disagree with you than, like, getting somebody on and be like, yeah, I agree, yeah. It's like, okay. I don't know. That shit's boring to me.
Eula donated 5 and said, you wanted to see your girl with a guy to ease the guilt that came with infidelity. You wanted to see her do it so you weren't the only guilty one of cheating. Bro, I was trying to be equality. I'm out here fucking, it's not fair. Let me see it to make it even. But I should have seen that coming. I really thought that they were going to see past that in the podcast. I had no thought in my mind that I was going to get called a cuck after that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right?
From
you just have
the...
to bob and weave.
Oh, shit. What? That didn't happen the day I was on, right? Was that before I was on? The other day? Or like an earlier day? Or...
What do you mean?
When people were calling you a cuck or whatever? Or...
Oh, they've been calling me that for months.
Oh, okay.
They've been calling me ever since I did that podcast. People dig it up and they say that like that was the start of my villain arc. Yo, one thing about Liv's Destiny, and your fans love it. I've been reading your subreddit, Lasanabi. Yeah. Yo, you Livs love to psychoanalyze me. You treat me like a character study. It's like a movie review. People like to figure out like where I did this or where I did that. I think what makes me different from a lot of other streamers is maybe because I've grown up in front of it. But yo, you Libs really love to psychoanalyze me. Your subreddit, my subreddit hates me. My subreddit likes you more than they like me.
Yeah.
They don't really care to you. They already know where you stand, and they kind of just follow what you say and what you don't say.
Well, I mean, I think the challenging thing is that like you're making a big ask of your audience, right? And I do something similar, so I know the growing pains because I've had to chop off tons of my fan base in the past. Like I'm still actively doing it. You're making an impossible ask. We are saying you're gonna grow from point A to B to C to D, and you're gonna change over a long period of time. Most people don't do that. When they start watching online content, they just want to see, like, this is the thing I like, and I want it to stay the same. But when you start at a certain point, and then you start to grow over time, your beliefs, the way you present yourself, like everything about your ideology, it's all going to change. And the people that liked what you were before aren't going to like that growth. It's kind of like how it used to be.
Keep fucking watching.
Well, I mean, to some extent, they like who you used to be. Some might really like you as a person, and those people, the few that like you, like just for who you are and your thought process, they'll probably follow you through your journey or whatever. But there's going to be a lot of friction there. It's kind of like whenever like a band, you know how like every band, they make like 2 albums, and it's like the first one is pretty good, then the second one is really good, and then on the third one, they're like, we're going to try some new shit. And like half the fan base is like, oh, cool, you're branching out. The other half is like, this is lame. Like, why didn't you just make, you know, Meteora #2 or Hybrid Theory 2 or whatever? Like,
That's just like that's something unique that you're doing because you're changing so much on the internet, right? Like if I were to go look up videos of Hasan, he's saying the exact same shit now that he was saying as soon as he started streaming. He hasn't changed at all. Same thing with Vosh.
Chamber.
Yeah, it's
But
the
that's
same.
how you build a core strong people who will always ride you forever.
Yeah, because they know what they're getting when they show up. They enter the place, they get exactly what they want, and that's safe, and it doesn't change, and it reinforces their beliefs. And then you kind of have like all of your friends together in an area where you're all kind of cool and you vibe with each other, and it's all good. And you don't have to worry about like anything making you uncomfortable or challenging you or anything.
You don't think you have that a little bit?
No, my stuff has changed a lot over time. That's we go through a lot of purges in my community.
Then why don't I see anybody say I missed the old Destiny?
Well, because it depends on who you were. If you were if you were a communist or a socialist, like you're not saying anything now because you've left my community. You're a part of Vosh's or Hasan's community now. If you're somebody that likes, a lot of people joke that they miss like Nebraska Steve because I used to be way more brutal when I argue with people. So a lot of those people probably dried up and left. And then for the ones that stay around, they end up kind of like changing ideas. But my fan base still disagrees with me on a lot of things. It just depends on what topic comes up. But they're mainly like very niche, like political or boring political topics. Like we'll fight over things like the Electoral College or the balancing of the Senate or how good the, like the filibuster is. Like it'll be like political topics like that.
A lot of people just dislike me, like the whole thing about me. It's not a topic, it's just me. People treat me like, that's why I get the villain arc thing so often. It's just me as a person.
Yeah, but I mean, that's because you sell you as a person, right? So that's what they're going to like and hate. Again,
Is that
it
not
goes,
what every streamer does?
I don't know. So here's like a question I would ask, and I don't know, and as much as I like to shit on him, I truly don't know. But like, if I go to Hasan's stream and I watch Hasan's stuff, and I've only seen a little bit because I stream a lot, so I don't have time, am I getting to know Hasan as a person, or am I getting a copy-pasted, ultra-progressive dude that's just giving me political takes that are super predictable, and then a guy that's giving me like React content? Like, how much do I really know about Hasan as a person? Like, I'm sure you get like little rays of sunshine through the blinders every now and then, but I don't know how personable his stream is compared to like somebody
Yeah, not
like
very
you.
much.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about him. I really, and I've seen him react to me so many times. I don't know shit about him. People know every fucking thing about me.
Yeah.
Huh. That's why I get the character analysis.
It's part of it, but it's also why you probably have a really dedicated fan base. Like, I'm sure you got a lot of people that hate you, but you've also got a lot of people that probably really, really love you too.
Yeah, I just hit 600K.
600K what?
Subscribers
Oh, nice job.
on my second channel. Do you recommend people who are getting into content creation to create an echo chamber, or should they take my route and just be honest and talk about everything in their life?
I mean, it depends on what you want to do, but I mean, I like your route. I hope it's like the route that I've kind of gone, the being like really authentic. But the problem is, like,
You have a similar route. People know everything about you.
yeah. I mean, yeah. But just remember, the problem is always the more you reveal, the more everybody knows. And then also something that's difficult is when you're held up on a pedestal like that, every single mistake that you make is for everybody to see. Like, it's completely bare naked and everybody can judge you, and nobody else has that same level of pressure, you know? Like, people will judge you for like leaked Discord call logs. Meanwhile, they've got like racial slurs flying around in their group chats, but nobody gives a fuck who they are. They're not going to get doxxed. They're not going to get canceled. Their shit's not going to get leaked. And even if it did get leaked, nobody would give a fuck. Whereas for people in the spotlight, you know, every single part of your life is under constant evaluation from others, and it's a lot to deal with.
Yo, can you add Sam Hyde? The chat is spamming Sam Hyde. Do you have his Discord?
I don't think he has Discord. I can message him on Instagram though if he's
So
away.
spamming Sam Hyde, but okay. I thought that he was interested in joining, but if he's not, then it's going to take way too long to teach him Discord right now.
Yeah, last time we talked it was on Skype. But if he DMs me on Twitter or some shit, I can try to get him in.
Yo, yesterday was probably my favorite panel of all time, man. I think you got to step up your panel game.
What do you mean by that?
You got to step up your panel game. The amount of diversity, the differing opinions all in the same spot from different corners of YouTube. The shit that most of the time your panels are just like 6 white guys talking about trans people and then Brittany Simon and some spiritual white girls. But it's not very, it's too similar. Don't you like how different that panel was? That streams I think is on 1 million views already.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't disagree. But I mean, like, obviously having you're like blowing up right now. You can reach out to almost anybody and probably get them on, you know? I have some pull in the Twitch world. I might be able to like if we do a panel like that, I might be able to pull XQC on or something. But I don't have any penetration into like the YouTube world. That's all you. But even the panels I do now, dude, if you think the panels I do now are boring, you should have seen the ones when I was on Twitch. It's like 8 white people all talking about how great socialism is and whether or not we should like abolish all of work and like who's going to work on the commune. Are we going to make art all day? Like that shit was, yeah, that was really
Why would you even create a panel like that?
Well, because that's all there is on Twitch. It's like an ideal, especially now that like people like me got banned. It's like an ideological vacuum. Like people go there to be communists, and that's literally it. You know.
You gotta stop being liberal, bro.
Wow, what are you gonna do, man?
Join the good side.
The good side? The side that tells you to that women are worthless fucks who should only be there to make you coffee.
And make the bed.
Oh, that too, yeah.